Good morning, all of you, and welcome back once again to Easy English Explanation by Pooja Joshi. So, today we start the third video, that is the third part of the lesson number 4 from the Diary of Anne Frank, the diary of a young girl, in 10th standard NCERT first flight book of English first language. So, let's start the third part of the fourth lesson. So, if you want to see and if you want to know about the details related to what we have already passed ahead, then you can see my video number 1 and 2 related to this lesson. Even then, I would like to tell you in short that this diary is written by a young girl of 13 years of age who was a Jewish girl staying in Germany and had to escape the Nazis. Even then, she was killed. She was not killed, but she had fever, typhus, and they had to face all the problems in concentration camps. And only the survivor of the war was her father, Otto Frank. And she had written this diary very beautifully. It is published, and it is got published by her father, Otto Frank. And let's see about this diary, which is one of the most widely read books of these times. So let's see, यहाँ पे क्या है, एक 13 साल की लड़की जो कि अपने मम्मी पापा बड़ी बहन के साथ है, पर उन लोगों को ये नाज़ी की वजह से छुपना पड़ता है क्योंकि ये लोग जर्मन में रहते हुए जूइश पीपल हैं, यहूदी लोग हैं, जिन्हें नाज़ीज़ जहाँ से देखते हैं वहीं से मार डालते हैं। तो भी ये लोग अपने पापा के ऑफिस में छुपते हैं 25 महीनों के लिए, और किसी के द्वारा धोखा दिए जाने पर वो लोग कंसंट्रेशन कैंप में पहुंचा दिए जाते हैं। तो कंसंट्रेशन कैंप जहाँ पे इन लोगों को बॉन्डेड लेबर भी करना पड़ता है और अपनी मृत्यु का इंतज़ार भी करना पड़ता है कि कब ये नाज़ी लोग यहूदी को मार डालें। और यहाँ पे ये लड़की ने डायरी लिखी है, जो डायरी बहुत ही अच्छी है, दुनिया में सबसे ज़्यादा पढ़ी जाने वाली किताबों में से एक है। जो उसके पापा जब वार से वो बच गए थे और उसके बाद उन्होंने देखा कि ये डायरी मेरी लड़की के द्वारा लिखी गई है और ये डायरी बहुत ही अच्छी, सबके पढ़ने लायक है, तो उन्होंने वो डायरी छपवाई। तो लेट्स सी द थर्ड वीडियो ऑफ द कंसर्न लेसन, रिलेटेड लेसन। लेट्स स्टार्ट इट नाउ। फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, यू विल गेट इन दिस वीडियो द लाइन टू लाइन, वर्ड टू वर्ड रीडिंग as well as new words understanding and meanings of new words, and the full English Hindi explanation as usual. So before that, please don't forget to like and share my videos, give your valuable comments and subscribe my channel if still you haven't. So let me start. Let's have the fun. To enhance the image of this long awaited friend in my imagination, I do not want to jot down the facts in this diary the way most people would do, but I want the diary to be my friend, and I am going to call this friend Kitty. So here, as we saw in the previous part, that she was writing the diary, she was telling that why she wants to write the diary, why she has ever chosen to write the diary. She says that I don't have any such friend whom I can call the best friend, whom I can write or tell whatever I want to. She feels that paper has more patience than people. So she has family, she has loving home, aunts, sister, parents, even friends, but she says that I don't have one true or best friend. So she does not want to jot down. Jot means, here I'll tell you the meaning. Jot means to write quickly. Okay, then like all the people do, she does not want to write whatever she is passing, she is passing the whole day. She wants to write what she wants to write, means something different she wants to write, and she wants the diary to be her friend, and she named the diary as Kitty. What name did she give to her diary? Kitty. Okay, then let's see द नेक्स्ट पैराग्राफ। यहाँ पे हमने देखा कि किटी ने डायरी को अपना दोस्त बताते हुए डायरी का नाम किटी रखा है, और वह सबकी तरह अपनी डायरी नहीं लिखना चाहती है कि जब जो मन में आया वो लिख दिया। वह कुछ अलग तरीके से अपनी डायरी लिखना चाहती है, जैसे सब लिखते हैं वैसे नहीं लिखना चाहती। तो वो अपनी डायरी को अपनी एक बेस्ट फ्रेंड की तरह मान रही है, जो लॉन्ग अवेटेड, अब तक तो उन्हें जो अपना बेस्ट फ्रेंड नहीं मिली या मिला है, तो उसको उसकी इमेजिनेशन करते हुए डायरी को किटी नाम देके डायरी को ही अपना बेस्ट फ्रेंड बता रही है. Since no one would understand a word of my stories to Kitty if I were to plunge right in, I would better provide a brief sketch of my life, much as I dislike doing so. Okay, so now see the meaning of plunge. First of all, see the meaning of plunge. Plunge means to dive. Here you can see the meaning of plunge means to dive. Yes? Can we see here? Plunge means to dive here, and jot means to write quickly. So coming back here, means she said that nobody will understand a word of her stories, because if she has to plunge right in, means she has to dive right that time inside the diary, but she told that she had to better give a character sketch, otherwise the diary will not be understanding anything which is written, without even knowing that what is the sketch or what is the lifeline of what is the story of the girl which is writing the diary. She said that she does not like to do so, but she has to give few details related to her life. वो ये कहती हैं कि अगर कोई भी ये डायरी या डायरी खुद ही ये डायरी पढ़ रही हो, तो डायरी को खुद को ये समझ में नहीं आएगा अगर वो एकदम से पढ़ने लग जाए, तो इसलिए बेटर है कि वो अपनी लाइफ की कुछ डिटेल्स और लाइफ के बारे में कुछ बताए डायरी को. वह ये करना नहीं चाहती है, पर उसे ऐसा करना पड़ेगा. My father, the most adorable father I have ever seen, didn't marry my mother until he was 36 and she was 25. My sister Margot was born in Frankfurt in Germany in 1926. I was born on 12th June 1929. I lived in Frankfurt until I was 4. My father emigrated to Holland in 1933. My mother, Edith Hollander Frank, went with him to Holland in September, while Margot and I were sent to Aachen to stay with our grandmother. Margot went to Holland in December and I followed in February, when I was plunked down on the table as a birthday present for Margot. So here in this paragraph, she tells her family details and description in short. She tells about everyone that she is the most adorable. Adorable means, see the meaning of adorable means extremely lovable, which one loves a lot. See the meaning of adorable. Yes, here okay, see the meaning of, yes, adorable means loving, very very dear. You can see here. Okay, then the meaning of yes, didn't marry my mother. Her father was 36 and her mother was 25 years of age. They had quite a big difference of 11 years of age, and her sister was there. She was elder to her, and her name was Margot. So Margot was elder and Anne Frank was younger sister. Total they were 2 sisters born to their parents. And sister was born in Frankfurt, a place in Germany, in 1926. And she was born, that is Annie was born on 12th June 1929. That is roughly approximately 3 years after her elder sister. She lived in Frankfurt until she was 4. Annie says that she used to live in Frankfurt till the age of 4. My father emigrated. He went to Holland in 1933, and her mother also accompanied with her father to Holland. Means her father and mother both went to Holland in September. Then Margot and I, means both sisters, were sent to stay with the grandmother for some time so that parents can settle down there, and afterwards they can call their daughters with them. So they both were sent to their grandmother to live. Margot, again, she went back to Holland with parents in December, and after that in February she was plunked down. See the meaning of plunked down. Plunked means to put down in a casual way, just to put down as a birthday present. Means she was given as a birthday present to her sister. Okay, her coming to Holland with mother, father and the elder sister was like a birthday present to her elder sister. यहाँ पे उसने अपने इस पैराग्राफ में अपनी फैमिली के बारे में हमें थोड़ा बहुत बताया है कि जैसे उसके पापा बहुत ही उसे प्यार करने वाले पापा 36 ईयर्स के 36 साल के थे, और मम्मा उसकी 25 साल की थी, और उसकी सिस्टर जर्मनी में फ्रैंकफर्ट में ही बॉर्न हुई थी 1926 में, उसके 3 साल बाद। एंड फ्रैंक जून 12 जून 1929 को बॉर्न हुई थी, और वह भी फ्रैंकफर्ट में रहती थी जब तक कि उसके पापा हॉलैंड गए उसकी मम्मी के साथ सेटल होने के लिए। पर उन्होंने अपनी दोनों बेटियों मार्गोट और एन फ्रैंक को कुछ टाइम के लिए अपनी दादी के पास आश्रम में रखा। उसके बाद मार्गोट हॉलैंड मम्मी पापा के पास गई, और उसके कुछ महीनों बाद ही जिस दिन मार्गोट का बर्थडे था, तब उसकी छोटी बहन यानी कि अपनी एन फ्रैंक वहाँ पे टेबल पे बर्थडे प्रेजेंट की तरह रखी गई। अपनी बड़ी बहन के बर्थडे प्रेजेंट की तरह उसको उस दिन वहाँ पे बुलाया गया। So let's see the next paragraph. I started right away at the Montessori nursery school. I stayed there until I was 6, at which time I started in the first form. In the sixth form, my teacher was Mrs. Cuperus, the headmistress. At the end of the year, we were both in tears as we said a heartbreaking farewell. So here, what happens? She started to study in Holland in the Montessori nursery school, and she was there up to 6 years of age. And now she had to join the first form, and now the sixth form was, her teacher was Mrs. Cuperus, who was the headmistress of the school as well. And when there was year ending, academic year was ended, that time her headmistress Mrs. Cuperus as well as Anne Frank, they both were very sad to depart from each other, and they both had to give each other a heartbreaking farewell. Let's see the meaning of heartbreaking. Heartbreaking, the thing which is enough to break one's heart. Heartbreaking, very, very sad farewell. Don't worry children, I'll also give you the word meanings as well as the proper word to word explanation. So heartbreaking farewell means the farewell which makes anybody lose their heart, which is very, very painful. Okay. Then फॉर्म मीन्स द क्लास और द ग्रेड हियर। यहाँ पे उसने जाते ही वहाँ पे मॉन्टेसरी नर्सरी स्कूल चालू कर दी थी, जहाँ पे वो 6 इयर्स की थी तब तक वो रही, और जिस समय वो फर्स्ट फॉर्म में थी यानी फर्स्ट ग्रेड में थी, जब वो 6th फॉर्म में आई तब उनकी टीचर थी मिसेस क्यूपरस। और जब साल ख़त्म हुआ तो वो दोनों ने एक दूसरे को बहुत ही दर्द भरी विदाई दी। दोनों को ऐसा लग रहा था जैसे दोनों के दिल टूट गए हों। In the summer of 1941, Grandma fell ill and had to have an operation, so my birthday passed with little celebration. Grandma died in Jan 1942. No one knows how often I think of her, and I still love her. This birthday celebration in 1942 was intended to make up for the other, and Grandma's candle was lit along with the rest. So here, this paragraph, what is all about her grandmother, that her grandmother fell ill. and she had to pass and undergo an operation. So when it was her birthday, it passed with little, or we can say no celebration. Then grandma died in January 1942, but she loves her grandmother like anything. She thinks of her off and on. Again and again, she remembers her grandmother. This birthday celebration in 1942, now it was intended to make up for the other, means the last year she was not able to celebrate her birthday as her grandmother was ill. So now she was celebrating her birthday that year, because the last year she was not able to celebrate, and grandmother's candle was also lit along with the rest. तो हियर इट इज़ टोल्ड दैट हर ग्रैंड मदर, यहाँ पर उनकी मम्मी पापा की मम्मी दैट इज़ दादी, उनकी दादी बहुत बीमार हो गई थी और उन्हें ऑपरेशन करवाना पड़ा. सो उस साल 1941 में उसका बर्थडे अच्छे से सेलिब्रेट नहीं हो पाया था. अगले साल तक जनवरी 1942 में उनकी दादी एक्सपायर हो गई थी, पर उनकी दादी गुजर चुकी थी. पर कोई नहीं कह सकता कि वो अपनी दादी को कितना ज़्यादा याद करती हैं और कितनी बार याद करती हैं. वो अपनी दादी से बहुत प्यार करती थी और 1942 में उनका बर्थडे अच्छे से सेलिब्रेट किया गया, क्योंकि 1941 में दादी की बीमारी की वजह से नहीं सेलिब्रेट कर पाए थे. और उसने अपने बर्थडे कैंडल्स के साथ दादी माँ के नाम की भी एक कैंडल जलाई. The four of us are still doing well, and that brings me to the present day of 20th June 1942 and the solemn dedication of my diary. So here what is told? Okay, now we four are very well. My mother, my father, and we two sisters. Four are very well. We are doing well. And now she takes us to the present date, that time of writing the diary on 20th June 1942. Now she says that she will give and tell the solemn dedication. Her full dedication will be to her diary, in writing her diary. Solemn means formal and dignified, means deeply, sincerely. Now I will write down my diary. In between you can see these pictures also. See the meaning of solemn. Solemn means serious and without any humor. That means now she will be very seriously writing her diary. She will be after her diary. So with this, we would like to end our today's session. That is the third video of lesson number 4 from the diary of Anne Frank and First Flight 10th Standard book of English language, first language. Now, we'll meet soon again in the next session. See you then. Bye-bye.